Pisces, welcome to your July 6th through the 12th tarot reading. Let's pull your bonus cards first. And I hope everyone is having an awesome day. I am just kind of behind on my own schedule. I really don't know why. Oh, maybe I do know why. I tinted the windows in my bedroom, and now it's a lot darker, so I'm not waking up as quickly without that sunshine like right in my face. I kind of figured that was going to happen. That's the one that wants to come out. Hit the mic. Stop being all crazy. All right, let's get these bonus cards over here. Oops. See, I'm so behind. Look, I haven't put on my bracelets. I haven't put on my rings. Oh, Lord. Yep. Let's get it all going. I have my candle lit. I'm partially there. Partially there. Okay, we're doing it. We're getting there. That's the one. Yep. Jeez. Okay. Oh, yeah, we're all professional over here. I'm just hoping everything is going to record well. Since the week I had last week, I'm a little gun shy. Is my mic working? I still don't have my new one yet. Is my camera autofocusing? Oh, Lord. Okay, let's see what your moon energy is, Pisces. You have nothing is yet set in stone. All right. Mutable moon. All right, this is our, look at that, it's coming out for you already. You have this card of beauty. This is really just seeing things, seeing the beauty in things that maybe you wouldn't normally see it. That's what I feel with that because of that interesting face. Just noticing things more often. Like, hey, I never noticed that before. That sort of thing. Awareness is what I get with that card. It's just the beauty that is all around you. And ooh, nice cornucopia. Some of you, I feel like maybe you've been waiting for something. There's a sense of waiting here with this cornucopia. But the bounty is trying to say it's all around you. You know. All right, let's take a sneaky peek at your sneaky Pete is what I was thinking of, like a Toy Story. Let's take a look at your recent past and see what's going on there. Because that might have something to do with this nothing is set in stone. It might be coming to you in a different way than you're expecting. Two of Swords. Six of Pentacles. And the Eight of Cups. Wow, what a combo. Combo's usually two. But anyway, yeah, let's see what's going on here. What is going on in the recent past for Pisces? And depending on your timeline, you may not even experience this yet. You may never, depending on the choices you make. So, just take what resonates in the reading. Oh, the Fool. Look at that. Aquarius energy. We have the High Priestess. Wow. And the Three of Swords. Okay. There's beauty in this. I know it sounds weird, but it's there. Now, just looking at all of these right off the bat, I'm getting a certain feeling here. Two of Swords is indecision. Is that coming in? Oh, God, I gotta check. Can't see all the way up here. It looks like it's focusing. All right. So, Two of Swords is indecision, right? That's why we see the blindfold. You're not seeing something, or you weren't. This is recent past. This is thinking there's only a certain way. There's that nothing is yet set in stone. That's that concrete thinking of what you see in front of you is the only options there is. This is saying no, 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 no. Because look, we got this emotional moon here, that water that is really turbulent. So this is, big time saying just trust your intuition. There are other options out there, is what this is telling me to tell you. But this is about a decision because we have indecision, we have decision, okay? And the Fool doesn't need to know everything. Okay? That's the cool thing about the Fool. The Fool trusts in the process. The Fool is eager for this new journey, is eager to experience things with an unfettered, unclouded mind, no holding on to anything negative. The Fool is just ready to dive right into that turbulent water, to experience it, to see what it feels like. And so there could be something here that you did trust your intuition and you just had to take that leap of faith, which is always, kind of what the Fool is saying here, to just dive right in, to just go for it. Trust your intuition that you will see. She can't see. And this Fool is trusting that when he steps off this edge, metaphorical edge into the great unknown, that you're gonna be caught, that you're gonna be protected. You know what I mean? So does that is that coming through? I hope it is, because that's what I'm feeling here. The universe saying, just go ahead, just go for it. That's what I love about the Fool. The Fool takes that risk. You know. So we have the Six of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Wow, talk about, so the intuition here for this is Cancer energy for you Pisces, but this is um, a really vast, broad intuition. So where here you're lacking intuition, here maybe this was in your decision making. You had some, you lacked, or you weren't trusting your intuition, possibly. But the Fool says, jump right in. This intuition here with the High Priestess is about knowing your value. With that Six of Pentacles, that's Taurus energy. So we have these two kids here, one with her hand out, one with a book. And now we have on the scale of value and of balance, we have the books and then we have the money. And so I'm wondering, what is she reaching for? Does she want the money or does she want the knowledge? Knowledge is, and your skills, no one can take that from you. Those are gifts you give yourself through curiosity and learning that are always with you. There was a saying I saw in a library that said, if you don't want to learn, no one can teach you. But if you do want to learn, no one can stop you. And that just feels so empowering, that no one can stop you when you really want something, when you really go after it. And the High Priestess is all about knowing your potential, that she's got the book of secrets and knowledge here in her hands, because that is that connection to your higher self and all your potential. It just depends on what you value, what you want. And this is also equal reciprocity in your relationships, knowing when things are equal, knowing when things are balanced, and also the opposite, knowing when it's not, balanced, knowing when it's unequal, the give and take relationship. Because this talks about periods of when you are able to give, but also periods when you are in the receiving mode, needing things. So it's that kind of energy too. But there is a very broad understanding here of this relationship. And these two cards has a lot to do with this energy right here of knowing your value and knowing when to walk away from situations that are just not good for you. They're not equal. They're not giving the same amount, or they're taking, maybe emotional vampires, or just situations or people in your life. It doesn't have to be people. It could be, bad habits or just anything really that isn't good for you anymore. It's just not serving you. We change as we grow. Nothing is set in stone here, but there should be change. There should be movement towards healing and forgiveness and walking away from things. This has been coming out for a lot of people, and I really think it has a lot to do with COVID, because it opened up a lot of people's eyes that the way we have always done things is not the way it needs to be done. There are other ways to do things. A lot of people don't like that kind of change or that kind of knowledge. But as an INFJ, we see that all the time. We like change. We want things to be different. That's how we see things, as ever changing and needing change. All right, let's see what's going on in your current energy, Pisces. Now, it could be that you took a leap of faith on a relationship, or have on relationships or things that were just unfulfilling. But it seems to me that you're gaining a perspective, a high perspective over what is really valuable in your life, and leaving behind what isn't valuable to you. You have the Three of Cups, more like community. Three of Swords again, you guys. Wow, twice. So that's important. And yeah, look, it's very important. There's something here that needs healing, or you just need to kind of recharge, but unplug at the same time. Unplug and recharge. Maybe that's the thing. You got to unplug yourself to be able to recharge. And that is an INFJ thing, because we need, in order to get our energy back, because social situations drain us. Just can't. We have a lot more energy when we're alone. Most other people are the opposite way. Page of Swords. Temperance. Ooh, look at that. Right on that Three of Swords. And then the Two of Pentacles. Okay. So there is communication within your circle, because this is, it can be a card of celebration, but it's also about being with people that appreciate you. Your circle has gotten smaller. You just left behind 8 cups that were unsatisfying, and now you just have these 3 here. Maybe 3 close friends, or something like that. So you have narrowed what you are, I wanted to say imbibing in, but I don't mean drinking. Whatever you are taking in with this social card here. So this could be what, it does show people, but what I'm seeing is this is more about what is good for you in your emotions. It could be music, listening to different kind of music, something that's more uplifting and upbeat, because this is a card of happiness. So we have this Page of Swords crossing here. Now, for some of you, this could be someone within your smaller circle now that has their eye on you, kind of watching you, maybe not speaking up yet. So there could be that. But this is mainly what I feel is communication within this group. Maybe sharing similar ideas. Hopefully it's not trauma bonding, because we've got a lot of swords here, This could be, let's see. Yeah, that's actually pretty much all I'm getting from that. I'm not getting any other messages right now for that. So let's move on. We have the Three of Swords again, and it's wonderful that it's being paired with this Temperance angel, having patience with this healing process and forgiveness. And this could be forgiveness of self, or, things that you think were mistakes or bad ideas. No regrets. It was all a learning situation, especially when we enter life as the Fool. It may be that you didn't have enough background in something to know whether or not something was good for you. That happens, or bad for you, either way. So there's a lot of maturity happening here, I think, with this Temperance crossing the Three of Swords. This is inner alchemy. This is healing this Temperance angel. This is removing these swords, really, and learning the lesson in this, well, life, basically. I'm not seeing a particular situation. This is very general, so it's up to you, however it resonates. And so when you change your inner world and how you feel about things and what you're getting from a situation, it reflects in your outer world. It changes it, it shifts it, because you're looking at things from a different perspective. I'm getting a Hanged Man energy here, but that is your card, Pisces. We don't see it, but I'm feeling it. And the Hangman, it's almost like a performer, because he's kind of almost like a Houdini kind of thing. And we have a performer here in a way. This Two of Pentacles, this is, both of these is your energies. This is you, like I said, resting, recharging your batteries, taking in everything you have learned, using that Sagittarius energy, giving yourself space and patience with this process. And the Two of Pentacles crossing it, I really get that feeling like you have narrowed your focus. Um, Instead of having like 10 balls in the air, you've narrowed it down to two. So I get a shrinkflation kind of feel here, purposely narrowing your focus on what what is the most valuable to you. We have that Six of Pentacles coming out again in this, in a way, like what deserves your attention the most right now, Pisces. And it could be yourself, your healing, whether it's, an illness or just trying to take better care of yourself, mental health, physical health, something like that is what I'm feeling here. So really I want to say wow, I want to say making better choices, or not just better, just more informed, being more thoughtful about what's around you and what's in your energy. I've been getting that for Aries a lot. So let's see what's in your future energy here. And the cornucopia, I haven't really touched in on that yet. That is the abundance that's always around you, within you. And that's, I feel like, part of that high priestess energy of understanding your unlimited potential. Ooh, the Tower. I just said Aries. Wow. Okay, there might be a connection there with an Aries, or maybe have Aries in your chart. But I've been getting that feeling of thought, being very thoughtful with the Aries. That's interesting. Oh, and here's Aries again, the Two of Wands. And now we have the Hermit right under that Four of Swords. That's not surprising. Okay, so let's see what's crossing these future energies here. There's a massive something shifting here with the Tower card. Ooh, we learned. Oh, there you are. Okay, I talked about the Hangman too, and here you are popping out, literally just popping out. This really is about seeing things from a different perspective. Wow. Okay, Four of Pentacles and Wheel of Fortune. Yay! All right. So there is a big shift occurring here. It's in your future energy. It's still around you even at this time. These are universal energies. They can just pop up, but it's because it's almost like a chess. It's like it's already been put in motion, right? Through these events, through your healing. This Tower could represent you, and you rebuilding yourself stronger. You know, a sturdier foundation, because we have a four here, and fours are about stability. And this is all because you changed your perspective. You gained some type of enlightenment here, Pisces. You can see this as almost like a blessing in disguise, in a way, having gone through this journey as the Fool and becoming more wise, and just becoming the, this you becoming you is what I'm feeling here. So you don't need to restrict yourself anymore. I think you understand what's happening here. With this growth is what I'm seeing. This is not a bad Tower moment. This is you, as you're doing this healing, because you have Three of Swords twice, you are becoming stronger. You're becoming more you, because you're giving this love and compassion to yourself. So the Two of Wands does talk about a comfort zone, because this is the young emperor, and this is the top of the tower. How ironic is that, you guys? So this is a path. This is a choice. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to be? Who do you want to be? That kind of thing. And there's a Four of Pentacles here. Now, this, the Four of Pentacles is about holding on to things. But that's not necessarily bad in itself. There are some things you value that you want to hold on to, and that's fine. But this type of energy is not receptive to receiving, right? Because his arms are full. So I think what this combination is asking is, is there anything you need to release in order to leave this comfort zone? Maybe that's what you need to release, is some type of fear or reluctance to try something new, is what I'm getting. Because as long as the As long as the young emperor stays up here at the top of the tower, they they're not going to have any experiences. Excuse me. And it could be, I got a tickle in my throat. It's like a little feather. This fool took a risk before, and it hurt probably. Something did not work out all that well. And so there might be a bit of hesitation here to try again. But nothing is set in stone. How can you find your cornucopia, if you don't take a little bit of a risk? We need that full energy to come back, because guess what? You can't stay at the top of this tower. You can't stay in this one place because it's coming down. So it's I this needs something here needs to be released so you can grow. That's what I'm feeling here big time. You don't want to be at the top of this tower when reality strikes. You don't want to be all tied up. You need to release, is what I'm seeing here, because we have a card of being tied up and we've got this holding on, and the tower is coming down. Something is abruptly changing. So the universe is basically saying, hold on to your hats. Something big is about to happen here. And what is it? Well, it's big. Look at this. When you come down from this tower, because look, there's just junk and all kinds of stuff. When you decide to share your knowledge, your hopes, dreams, wisdom, whatever this is, because that's the hermit has sequestered himself in order to gain perspective, a different perspective, to gain enlightenment, right? And he has. And now it's time to come out of this, to let things go. And when that happens, here's your cornucopia. Here's your good luck. Here's your fortune right here. Wabam. So this is coming for you. This cornucopia, I wasn't sure where it was going to come out. It's right here. It's this Sagittarius energy. Changing your inside is what's starting this, I do believe. Okay, so this is coming. This is coming. This is all one kind of energy here. It's going to happen pretty quick, is what I'm seeing. Woo! All right. Bam. Let's see. Fire. All right. The element of fire heralds new life, renewed passion, and positive transformation. Something is being transformed here. We see that with temperance. It's fire, fire. Oh, yeah. Let's see what we have here. Wisdom. Look at that. It says, God or the universe has a plan for me. I live here and now, here in the now, knowing beauty is to come. Beauty is to come. Look at that. These cards always kind of like reinforce each other. I don't force things to happen faster than the universe has decided for me. Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm getting chills. I learn from my experiences. I take small steps in faith and succeed thanks to my efforts. Wow. That is amazing. Unity. Look at that. A time of divine understanding, renewal again, peace and hope. You radiate and attract great love. Wow. We have pin, a new job or career. Maybe that's what this is. Maybe that's what this is. It'll be lucrative. We have announcement. There's that. Wow, you might be getting something. A goal-oriented person. I like that. Whatever you focus your mind on, your target, you can hit it. This could be right here. It could be work, because we do have pentacles here. This could be you getting the job offer that you've been wanting. It very well could be. Wow. All right. Let me know how this resonated with you in the comments. I would love to hear. Yeah, I would love to hear it. So let me know. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.